What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service in beautiful South Georgia. Dark, yeah, man. Early, actually leaving the house late. I'd hoped to already be close to the first job by now, but took a little while to get everything set up and going this morning. Had to change some blades, just some stuff I should have did last night and I didn't, and had to rearrange some stuff this morning. Z-Man's not feeling well, I guess. And I say I guess because last night he come in, him and 002 and somebody else I think had gone to the movies. And, you know, I don't know, it was the late movie, so they got home like 11:30 or something, maybe like that. And he sent me a text that, man, I'm not feeling good, you know. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to work tomorrow. And so I didn't even, and the reason I say I guess he's not feeling well, I didn't even bother him this morning. I just left him. So El Romo and 003, they're out, I'm out, and so, you know, we just gonna get what we can. Well, we're gonna get it done, but I was hoping, I was actually still gonna go by myself. I was gonna send him out because El Ro and 003, they got a couple of properties that it would help if you had another person, and you know, it'd just be faster, and not just so much faster this time of year, just with the way it's been hot, is being able to rotate out on the trimmer makes a big difference. So anyway, I told 003 just take it easy, and you know, not to get too hot, and need to sit down, drink some water, do whatever you got to do. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So anyway, that's what we got going today. Had to juggle the schedule some. One of the customers is having some tree work done today, and so we're going to have to move them around. Update on my truck. Guy called me yesterday and told me how much it's going to be for the bearings, or rear, yeah, wheel bearings, seals, all that kind of stuff. But that he didn't know what the condition of the axles were. So he said he'd let me know that when he got them out. He was making sure I was okay with the price on the seals and the bearings and the labor and all that to begin with. Said he had two different options. I said the best ones. I want the best ones in it. That thing's always got a trailer hooked to it. And so he said okay, and that's what he gave me the price on. I think it was, I don't know, it wasn't clear to me. He said $600 and something. I guess that was parts and labor. I really don't know. And I know this sounds terrible, but as I've said before, it really don't matter. It's got to be fixed. And I already got it at the shop. I'm not going to go pick it up and take it somewhere else now and wait another week and a half. So, and those are fair people that I'm dealing with. I don't think they, you know, I thought they'd rip you off. I wouldn't take the vehicle to them. It ain't the first one I've taken there. So anyway, let me get off here, and I'll probably show y'all a little bit of footage, you know, some before and after stuff early this morning, and then as I get out onto some other properties, maybe I can get some recording. Check back with y'all. Got the first property done. It's about 8 o'clock. I don't have time to go all the way over and do the other bank and get back in time to eat breakfast. Spent a little extra time there this morning just tidying up some stuff, and so I'm gonna swing by and get another little yard off of Thursday's schedule. It's Tuesday here now. I'm gonna go ahead and just knock this one out, and that'll save us a few minutes on, and it's right here in town. And it's a bi-weekly. That's the good thing about the bi-weeklies is, you know, if you need to cut them a day early or 2 days early in this case, usually not that big a deal because it's bi-weekly. Now, if it's a weekly and you show up 5 days later to cut again, people are gonna think you're trying to get over on them on money and stuff, but bi-weekly is not quite as bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock this little one out, then I'll go top everything off, and by then it'll be time to eat, and then I can go ahead and start running the rest of the schedule today. So anyway, hey, check back with y'all. I ain't gonna have time to go get gas, and I'm gonna be late. I got 4 minutes hogging bones on the other side of town. It's probably only 4 miles, but you got to go all the way through town, which this is not big city, so you know, 8 or 10 minutes max. And I'm hit all the red lights. Well, all the traffic lights green, I should say. They're not red unless they're red. I could scoot through pretty fast. Anyway, that property took, well, it took about 50 minutes. That's one of my small, it's one of them small, really don't make much money properties, you know, but it's an elderly lady on a fixed income, and you know, here I am, I'm a sucker. No, I'm blessed is what I am, and I don't mind passing that on. I hit my very bottom threshold with me going there just by myself. You know, the bottom threshold of what I like to make, but that doesn't include any driving time. You know, that's from the time I pull up on the property till I pull off. Now, I was there a few extra minutes, but there again, it's a senior elderly person, and you know, they like to talk, and they want you to come in the house and have a bottle of water, or in this case, want me to come in and get my check. Hey man, I'll come get that check now. But I do. You know, some of them just need somebody to talk to for 5 minutes, and so I give them that 5 minutes. I know over the course of the day it adds up. You know, it can add up. 5 or 10 minutes can easily add up to a, especially 10 minutes can add up to a 2-acre property that you don't get to cut, or you have to work, you know, 10 or 12 hours or whatever, you know, 2 extra hours in the day to get it done. But it's all good, man. I don't complain about that stuff. All right, got another one done. Cut. Yeah. I was here about an hour and a half, but part of that is because I trimmed inside that big fence over there all the way around that pond. I do that when the water's low enough. It is not part of the maintenance contract on the bank, and the reason it's not, she told me I could add it to it when we started maintaining that, because like the first time I charged that up, cleaned that up, I mean, it had trees in it. I got a video on it way back, probably a year ago, but I think I charged them like $600 or $800, you know, to do that. But again, I hauled off a whole, this trailer was slam full and strapped down with stuff I hauled off. So you see it out there, kind of how big it is. I don't know, probably a 50 by 50, 60 by 60, somewhere in that neighborhood, maybe more than that, I don't know. Anyway, but there's not about, on average, probably 5 foot, 4 to 5 foot of bank inside the trim when the water's down. So I didn't put it on the contract because I told the president, I said, you know, I don't want to charge y'all for that and not be able to go in there and trim it, but like I could only get in there to trim it all last season probably 2 times max. We didn't trim it at all, but where it was low enough to get in there. So I said it'd be better if I just do it per service and charge you, and it takes me about 15-20 minutes, and I get paid really well for it. But it's also better for them because they're not paying an extra, say, $30 every time I come for me to trim that, and then, you know, half the time me not even be able to do it. So it works out for both people. And again, you know, that's how I am. I'm not trying to rip anybody off. I want to do, even a business, I want to do something that's going to work for both of us. You know, make sense, reasonable. I can make money. I can give them a good deal. So that's what we did. And, you know, anyway, I got to get some ice, man. It's 11:28. It's not 100 degrees. Truck's been sitting parked, and it goes up, but it is in the 90s, I guess. So low 90s probably. Let me get some ice, man. We got to cool down, man. We got us some water on ice, and we are at the 4-acre. Growing a little bit. The bahia is. Man, that pond is down low. That's the pond I run the Super S off in. Yeah, I'll probably have to double cut a lot of this, but you can see it's very thin grass. Got a lot of centipede out in there with some bahia. This side here, centipede and bahia, probably more bahia. And then that drain field, that hump out there, it gets thick. And then there's a field back there, about a 2-acre field on the back. So, and then we cut all these ditches. But anyway, I got it by myself today. I ain't never did it by myself, but it takes 2 of us, you know, about an hour. Well, it took us about an hour and 10 minutes to cut it last time, but we didn't have to weed eat. We only weed eat an edge every other time. We always weed eat at the road out here, you know. They didn't want any weed eating, but I said, well, we're gonna at least weed eat the culverts, the drive, you know, and the mailboxes. And so I do that every time. But anyway, I imagine I got 30 minutes of weed eating, you know, 10 minutes of edging. It's gonna take me, I imagine, about 3 hours. So it's lunchtime now, so I'm gonna probably be here a while. But we'll see. Better get to work. Y'all ain't gonna believe this, man. More problems with the Super S. This ain't a hustler issue though, I don't think, unless it's a safety switch or something. It may be a battery issue. It was surging with the blades on. Runs fine without the blades on, so I figured it's a switch issue or something like that. And then I cut it off, and listen to this. So we're gonna put jumper cables on and see what happens. All right, well, I cleaned the battery cable and jumped it off. The battery acted dead, but now it might not have been dead, it might have just been a bad connection. You heard it. And it started right back up, engaged the blades, no problem. So hopefully that's just a little corrosion issue, because I need to get finished up on this one and get to the next one. The guy's got 2 left. Well, one of them I was gonna do, but they may get to it before me now, since I'm out here messing around with this. But anyway, I'm gonna get back on it and see what it does. I will definitely let y'all know. It ain't working. Man, look how dirty I am, dude. Can y'all see that? I don't know if it shows in the camera. My goodness. Shows in the mirror. I think it's the battery. I really do. Because it won't crank back up. And it ran, put the blades on. I think it's the battery. And then it idled the engine back to idle. That's electronic throttle on it, obviously, fuel injected. So I didn't know the dealer's got a battery. That's where I'm going. If not, I'm gonna drop it off. I guess I'll drop it off with him so he can look at it. Is that the train? Oh great, now I gotta wait on a train. I'll drop it off, let him look, you know, if it ain't got a battery and that don't fix it, I'll drop it off, let him look at it, and I'll go get one of the, I'll go help them finish up and then grab one of those mowers. I mean, I ain't got 20 minutes of mowing left and then blow off. I was doing good too. I'd have been done over there in 2.5 hours. That's not bad for 4 acres or whatever it is. It's maybe a little over 4. I think when they asked me to do it, they told me it was 5 acres, but when I mapped it out, it wasn't that much. So anyway, the struggle continues. Shout out to my man Josh over at Josh's Lawn and Landscape, man, with the Quick Track and the trouble he's been having with them, that, you know. To be honest though, I'm having as much trouble with a new mower. Yep. That's the way it goes, I guess. That's the way it goes. I wonder if the dude's got the Super Z down there. They got a Super Z here at a rental place I want to go rent. Just to take it out and run it. Because I've been looking at them. And you can't get a demo now, I'm sure. with the way everything is, shortage. Anyway, that's what we got going, man. Another day in the life of a small business, right? Problems. I would have been done today at 4 o'clock. But, not gonna happen now, so. Anyway, I'll check back with y'all. If it got a battery or whatever, we'll see if that fixes it. Huh. Dealer just sold the last one. He said like 30 minutes ago or something like that. So he's got the other size ones, but anyway, he don't have the size I need. He won't have no more till Tuesday. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this bad boy home and I'm just gonna put it on charger, because like I said, it did have a little bit of corrosion there. And you know, maybe that was it. I mean, I'll see if it'll take a charge, because I got a charger that'll charge it slow, put it on like 3 amp, and you know, just see what happens. And if that don't work, I mean, you know, if it ain't gonna take a charge, I'll run around. Let's see, today's, it'll be next week. So I will, I'll find a battery somewhere. Somebody got one, if I think that's it. Now, one issue I have with this mower is, you know, I got the EFI to get the bigger engine, and my dealer doesn't work on EFI. You know, he's old school, and he don't plan to be in it probably, you know, 5 more years, 10 years, whatever, I don't know. And I was a little hesitant about the EFI. I mean, in one sense, I like them, but the other sense is, it's just something else to go wrong, you know. And if I could have got a carbureted 30 horse or whatever, I would have went with carbureted if I had the option, because, you know, hauling them around on the trailer, they out in the rain, and sometimes I end up parking them outside, don't put them inside, and or under the shelter, you know, and all I can see is that stuff getting wet. But anyway, so if I have a real issue with it, I have to take it to another dealer, you know, if it ends up being something EFI related, because you got to have all. And his thing is, he just doesn't want to invest in all the tools and stuff for that at this stage in the game. And he told me that before he sold it to me. I mean, he said, look, he said, I'll get it for you. He said, but I'm not going to work on the EFI. So, you know, it is what it is. But it's crazy, you know, that battery. So why am I charging the battery? The connection had a little bit of corrosion there, as I mentioned, just very, very little. I don't honestly think that's it, but it could be a bad battery. But what I'm gonna do is, you know, I'm just gonna take and put it on charge and see if it'll take a charge. And if it takes a charge, if that fixes the issue I got. If it doesn't take a charge, then I know I need a battery. You know, that could be a problem with the charging system. I mean, you don't ever know. But that clutch being electric, when you turn it on, it makes sense to me that that would interfere with the power. You know, drawing the power off of a dead battery. And we know the battery's dead because it clicks. Put jumper cables on it, it cranks. So, anyway, that's where I'm at with it. So I'll let y'all know how that turns out. Probably not gonna know anything on that today, because I'm just gonna go home and leave it on the trailer and bring the charger out there and put it on it, because it won't crank. So I mean, I could get another vehicle and jump it off or whatever. But anyway, that's what we got going on. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll catch up with the other guys, and or maybe if they're at this house up here, I'm gonna stop in and help them, and I'll let them just take this back to the house or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Check back with y'all. All right. I got the Super S on the charger. It's cranking fine. it's one of those deals where it's almost like it took a charge too quick. So I don't know, but I turned it on and off like 5 times and it cranked right up, and it didn't drop the voltage on the charger on 3 amps. So, but I'm not taking it anywhere. I'm gonna take it out and run it, and you know, like in the yard or whatever, just make sure, because I certainly don't want to get in a situation again where I'm stuck with a mower that won't work. So, especially when it's the only one I got with me. At least when we got the other trailer, it might be slow, but we can still cut grass. So El Romo and 003 are at the last property cutting, and I'm about to go by there and get the Super Z and go back out and finish up what I got to do. And they've probably been cutting 15 minutes, so they got a little bit of time left. It'll take me another 5 minutes to get there, and I'm gonna see where they at. I want to get it where they can get done pretty quick, because they're already over the 10-hour mark today, so I know they're tired too. I know 003's tired because he's trimmed all of them. Hadn't really been a lot of properties they've done a lot of running around, and they had 2 of them that's heavy on the trim, like trimming a pond and trimming a ditch, big ditch. And so I know 003's tired, so that's why I went by and trimmed that last one for him, give him a little break, let him just cruise on the mower for the last property of the day. And so if they may be about half done or something like that, I'll just tell him to sit down and chill out, and I'll go ahead and take the mower and get done, because like I said, it's already 4:20, and by the time I get out there, I got to stop and get gas in my truck. I mean, it's gonna be 5 o'clock. Take me 30 minutes, 35 minutes to finish up there. You know, I'm already gonna be 6 o'clock getting back home, so that'll be 12 hours. On a day that was gonna be an easy day. Yeah, but I did do an extra yard. So, anyway, I'll check back with y'all. Okay, whoo! I got back over and got that property finished, and I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's 5:48. So, yeah. Yep. Been a good day though. Revenue wise, been a good day. Not as profitable as we could have been, obviously. You know. With me having to run around and do that, then of course the schedule just wasn't very tight today, and I don't know, that's something that I got to work on. The problem is with me is working around when help's available. So sometimes when I got help, I go ahead and let them get some properties that, you know, might would fit better on another route, but while I got the help, we go ahead and get them done. So, you know, I mean, we still making money, but and then the other thing is the route is different when school's in versus when school's out. So, you know, we end up moving people around, and but when you got part-time seasonal, it's, I guess what I'd call it, help, you know, you got to adjust for that stuff. So that's just part of it. So anyway, that's the deal. I've sent my wife a text. Let me know where she want to eat. Where do you want to eat? I just cleaned my lens off, by the way, when I started this segment. It looked kind of nasty. I hope it ain't been looking like that all day. Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, I think, as far as what you know, what's going on with the Super S. You know, I'll let y'all know in another video. But I do have a Super Z back there. 17 years old, man. Come to the rescue of a mower with 202 hours or 4 hours or something on it. But now, battery's a battery. If that's all it ends up being is a battery, I do know this, it's not the charging on the mower, because when I put the charger on it, you know, it showed like 12.5 volts, and when I cranked it, it went up to like 14 volts. So the The machine itself is putting a charge out for sure. Now, whether it's doing it consistently or whatever, I mean, I hadn't checked that, but I got something in my eye. But anyway, Super Z to the rescue, man. So, all right, let me get off this thing and go find out where my wife's at with my dirty face and all. Give me something to eat. Hey, appreciate you tuning in. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Hope you have a great, great day.